Hey Virgo, welcome in. So today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Virgo. So if you have any of those placements, or if you have Virgo highly aspected in your chart, you could find that some messages within this reading are going to be resonating today. By chance you don't have Virgo but still resonate with the message could absolutely be yours. I just ask that you do not make the message fit for your situation, okay? So Virgo, where are we at? So Spirit, clear, concise advice for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oh, we got moving on. I love it. Okay. So we're moving on to something new here. We're letting go of something that we've been dealing with. Looks like we're closing out a cycle, moving into something new. It almost gives me the energy of the hermit. Oh, Virgo, you are the hermit. Maybe you found yourself in a kind of hermity energy, right? You're in the shadows. You notice on this card, he is going into the light here, and it looks like he's bringing so much wisdom. It's like he learned so much on whatever journey this is that you just recently got out of. There's so much wisdom that you're taking with you from a situation that you went through. Okay. So Virgo, let's see what else we got for you. So Spirit, clear, concise advice for Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yes, and you could have already started this process, Virgo, especially if this is talking about a person that you're leaving behind, because we've got the heartache and loss card in the reverse. I feel like this has already happened for the majority of you, but if you're currently going through this, maybe you might be experiencing some heartache and loss. It's just like we really need to sit with those emotions that are coming up about leaving a situation behind, right? So that we can fully embrace this new energy that we're coming into. Okay. And it feels like you're doing a lot of healing. Okay. Heartache and loss in the reverse is like you're healing through the situation. Maybe there was something that you realized here about the past. And it's like you're moving on here. There's so much value, there's so much wisdom in moving on here. Something's apparent to you now. It's like you can let this go. This was low vibrational. It was pulling you, it was holding you back, pulling you down. It's almost a very similar energy that I felt in the Taurus reading. So you could be dealing with a Taurus individual, or maybe you have Taurus highly aspected in your chart. But it's like you're leaving behind a situation that was really heavy. Yeah, and we got the awareness card. So it's come into your awareness recently that there's a situation that you need to move away from. There's something that's not healthy for you here. This is something that you're cognizant of, and it might put you in this space where you have to navigate through some feelings of heartache and loss. But it's like Spirit's advice here is to face those emotions that you feel head on. That's going to help you quickly get into that energy that you would like to be in. It's like this next phase that you're entering into for yourself. Let's get one more here. I only usually get 3, but I feel like I want one more. Baby, I love it. And we got the 9 of Cups, fulfillment of wishes. I'm telling you, all those tears that you cried, because I'm looking at this card and these waterfalls are looking like emotions that are running down the cheeks of a person here. It's almost like you have released a lot of pain, maybe a lot of pain that was kind of stagnant within your body. It's like in releasing a lot of emotion here, letting yourself feel the emotions that you feel when stepping away from a situation is really healing. And I feel like it's bringing out so much. I feel like it's bringing up a lot of things from the past, and I would even go as far to say is like the distant past. Maybe not even dealing with the situation at all, but you're moving towards what you want here. It's like you're deciding for yourself, it's time for me to invest in me here. It's time for me to start nurturing myself and start nurturing what it is that I'd like to see and build for myself. You're in creation mode. I feel like you're in the transition right now, and then you're transitioning into creative mode. So there could be something that you're creating here that's going to be really successful, but there's something that you're bringing into your life that you've wanted for a long time, but maybe you're realizing that you're just realizing what it is that you want, or this thing that you desire with that awareness card. It's like we might have been preoccupied with things that were bringing us down in a vibration that we couldn't really have the awareness of what it is that we truly wanted for ourselves. But you're moving from that space and moving into wish fulfillment here. Beautiful energy. You know, it could have felt like, too, Virgo, you felt like the universe was kind of against you at some point, right? It's like, Spirit, what am I doing wrong? I think you went through a really frustrating period, whether this was individually with, I mean, with another person, whatever you have it here. But there's something that you're moving on from, and it really, really lightens up your individual energy here. And it helps you to channel your energy more effectively into the things that are going to bring you happiness. But it's like kind of like that energy of we got to get the gunk out before we actually are able to allow that new stuff in, right? So let's see what we got in the zodiac cards for you, Virgo. All right. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What do we got for my beautiful Virgo people? Natural healers you are. So Spirit, what do we got for Virgo? Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. Um, six of this is the Six of Cups. This is the Six of Cups. This is Cancerian energy. But this is desiring to be in a space where you're comfortable within yourself. You're comfortable within your environment here. It's like maybe we're moving on from a space that hasn't been so comfortable. And it could have been a space that we had occupied for quite some time. We got two sixes there. It's like Virgo, I feel like you're craving peace. You just want peace in a situation. Maybe you've been really in that Nine of Swords energy where you've had a lot of anxiety, or you've been dealing with like a lot of fear, but it feels like you're healing through those things. You're releasing that. It feels like you're coming into your confidence. You're feeling more confident in your ability to achieve the life that you desire here. It's like you and to Virgo, it might be that you just won't like, maybe what you want is not really extravagant here. Maybe you just want like a basic life with that heart and home card. It's like you love the simple things. Maybe you're trying to take it back to the basics. I feel like you're getting down to the root. It's like you're digging for the root of things, of maybe like obstacles that you're facing. It's like when we address the root, we can know why we handle situations the way that we do. So there's a lot of going back, and maybe even going back into childhood and asking yourself, was there something in childhood that made that was the root of this thing that causes me to feel or act in this certain way in the present day, right? Or maybe even pertaining to a particular situation here. I am feeling a bit of codependency. So if this is talking about a relationship, maybe you found yourself in a codependent connection. And it's like, the value of feeling at home within yourself. And that's the feeling that you want to feel again. You don't want to lean on anybody else here. I feel like you're craving independence. You might not be thinking about love at all. Roses in the reverse. You're craving independence here. You're craving freedom. You're craving just to be. And I just feel like you just want to rest a bit. You want to take some time for yourself. Oh, we got the blinders in the reverse. I love that in the card in the reverse, because the blinders card talks about victim mentality, right? It talks about literally looking at your external world and pointing the fingers, right? This is like an energy of maybe it was hard for you to be accountable at one point in life, or maybe there were some things that were hard to look at, but it looks like you're reassessing situations, and it's like it takes two to tango. And what was your part in the situation? I feel like that's what you're asking yourself, or that's what you will be asking yourself, right? How did you add to a situation? We got a time frame card here, an answer card. It's 50-50 in the reverse. At this time, things could go either way. So maybe you're not in this period of feeling like everything's up in the air anymore, right? Maybe you found some direction, right? Or maybe you know what the goal is. It feels like very um laser focused. Maybe you're focused on something that you'd like to achieve for yourself here. And it's not like things could go either way. Nah. It's like Virgo, this is your opportunity for things to actually go your way. Like this is guaranteed success here. That's what it feels like. So, Spirit, clear, concise messages for Virgo. Virgo's sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What do we have for beautiful Virgo? You could find that the summer is a very important time for you, Virgo. Okay. We got the a season card, the summer. It also has a time frame on it. So it says within 3 to 6 months. There could be something coming into the awareness about your mother, okay? Because it says the mother. Okay, maybe there's some trauma that happened earlier in the home space pertaining to the mother, or maybe there are some negative attributes or programs that you have just like taken on from your mother's side of your family, or maybe just your mother here. It feels like it almost feels like this energy of if you have been having issues with your mother, I feel like a peaceful resolution is happening here with the olive branch. It's like it's like two people working towards accepting each other, right? Nobody's always 100% right. And remember how I was talking about it takes two to tango here? I feel like you're in a reflection period where you're going back in time and it's like, you know what? Maybe I haven't been the best at accountability here and accepting my part in things. You could have been putting the blame all on one person here when in actuality, again, it takes two to tango. So, Spirit, what else do we got for beautiful Virgo? You got 3 time cards now. It's the time for something major for you, Virgo. It's time. It's time to feel at home within yourself, to not feel crazy, to not need external validation here. It says it's time for action. Things are fast tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. So something could be happening in the summertime. Somebody could be trying to extend an olive branch to you this summer. We'll look to see what comes out in the tarot. There could be something resolving itself this summer. You're healing through a situation. We've got the universe card. Okay. So you have universal support here. This is feeling more connected. This is feeling that like, this is that notion that everything's connected because it is. Everything's linked together, no matter how different it may look with the physical set of eyes here. It's like all these connections are coming together for you. And Virgo, it might feel like you're putting the puzzle pieces together, right? And it's forming the bigger picture for yourself. So you're coming into a new perspective and it's showing you what you really desire. And it's saying, hey, Virgo, it's time to go after that. Even if it is something basic, like a happy home, you know? Maybe you don't really require a lot in life, but it's just like you want the I just feel like in this season, in June in particular, Virgo, you might be making some improvements to the house. You might be trying to make your house feel like more of a home. And I feel like you're really diving into your spirituality with the well card, right? Things are getting really deep for you. Cancerian energy, and it could be, again, associated with the mother. Deeper meaning, community, hidden emotions. It's like things are resurfacing for you. Things that have been in the shadows, maybe that we weren't in a space or ready to address, those things are coming up for you to feel your way through, because it's water. A well brings water to the surface, right? There's a lot of emotions that are coming up that are needing to be processed, and you've got, again, universal support. And again, the thing about it is, like, you might find yourself going down a rabbit hole, but this is the rabbit hole to your healing here, Virgo. So, Spirit, what else do we have for Virgo? The eclipse. Period. Okay. Maybe there was something that you wanted to release at the time of the eclipse, and now it's finally time for you to release that thing. Because remember, in the beginning of the reading, we did have moving on. It's like maybe you set those intentions around the eclipse, but now you're finally getting into a physical space where it's actually comfortable for you to accept things the way that they are. And you're navigating into this new energy, and you're letting that eclipse cut the rest of the muck out that you don't need. Right? So let's get some tarot for you, Virgo. I'm excited. Look at Magical looking at you. You are so magical. Virgo, you are the magician. Babe, you got everything it takes to live the life that you want to live, even if it is a simple life. It's interesting. I cut the deck and we got the Devil in reverse and the Lovers in reverse. So this could be definitely telling me that you were in a situation with a lover here that was not healthy for you. But it's also one of those things where it's like, maybe you wanted to point the finger at this person, and it's like, again, there's a need to self-assess. There's a need to audit. What have I been pouring into things? Like, how have I added to situations? It can't be everybody else. Sometimes it's us. And there could be something coming up for you, Virgo, where you're like, oh, maybe you thought everybody else needed healing. Maybe you felt like everybody else around you, Virgo, needed healing when it was actually you. Right? That's what it feels like here. And that's what you're actively doing. You're releasing the devil. You're releasing any toxic attachments that you have to anything that's not healthy for you. So, Spirit, what else do we have for Virgo in the tarot? So, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Yeah, I just feel like, Virgo, you're unwilling to give to a situation. You want reciprocity, and that's what you deserve. You shouldn't have to feel like you're the only one showing up in a connection or in a situation, you know? It's like you deserve what you desire. And maybe in the past you found yourself settling for things, and it's like, you know what? It's like reflecting back on these things that you settled for. It's like, I wanted so much more, but I was afraid it would never come in. So I did settle for this thing or that thing or this person or that person. Instead of giving to other people at this point, I think you're really giving to yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're healing yourself. You're recovering here. You're recovering for sure. The devil popped out again. See? You don't want to give to a devil anymore. You don't want to give to a toxic situation anymore. You recognize what the devil is for you. Something's no good, and you don't want to give it any power anymore. Maybe this is power that you handed over to somebody. Maybe this is a situation where somebody felt like they had power over you here. Whatever it was a very binding situation which made you feel limited. And it's funny because all you want is freedom. All you want is peace. And that's the opposite of what you had. So, Spirit, can you show me more about this devil energy? We got Capricorn on the board here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or somebody that has heavy Capricorn in their chart. There's somebody that you're just in a space where, you know what, I don't want to give to this person anymore. It just doesn't feel like it's mutual. It feels like, when I show up with things, or when I show up, it's like the other person never shows up. So, Spirit, can you share with me this Devil card? So we got the Knight of Cups and then the Eight of Wands. This is interesting. So yeah, this could have been a situation in love, a relationship, right? A romantic relationship. But again, it came to a halt, or something stopped. I'm not quite sure what this energy is. Spirit, can you give me one more card to clarify the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands? It's like, if you notice, if you're in a relationship or you're in a connection and it's not growing, I feel like maybe that's how you felt. Maybe you outgrew somebody here. It's like there's a lack of growth, or maybe this is outgrowing an individual, and then that individual becoming toxic to you because they're in a different space than you're in. And maybe you felt like this person was bringing you back down into an energy that you used to be in for yourself. The Two of Wands in the reverse. So you haven't completely closed out a cycle with whatever this toxic thing is for you, whatever this thing is that you've released, but you're working towards it. And maybe it's you releasing the fact that, hey, look, I was always trying to point the fingers. I was always trying to blame everybody else. But the one thing that I couldn't do was actually assess myself and what I added to different situations. You know, this is like a my way or the highway energy, and you're realizing that's not what brings balance in your situations. Temperance in the reverse. That doesn't bring you any balance here, Virgo. Mm-mm. You need to be adaptable here. You need to be able to be open and listen to other people. It's like you don't have to listen to other people and take their truth as your own truth, but it's like you don't want to be completely closed off, because it's almost like this notion that Virgo here feels like an expert, and there's nobody out here that can teach Virgo anything, but there are. There are so many people out here that are willing to help you with things that you actually need help on, right? But again, navigating through some rocky waters, things are going to be calming down here shortly for you, Virgo. Is there anything else for my Virgo sun, moon, rising? Remember, we were talking about the magician earlier. You're magical. You have the innate ability to create the life that you want. You have everything readily available at your fingertips. You have all elements. Maybe this is spirit saying, hey, look, Virgo, now it's time to work with the elements. That working with the elements is going to help you manifest whatever it is that you desire here. Manifest, it's like manifestation plus action is going to take you exactly where you, or focus, is going to take you exactly where you want to be after a period of feeling stuck, especially if this is talking about with your career. Okay. So if you've been feeling like you're in a standstill with your career here, it's like maybe you're thinking about something new. Maybe you're thinking about something new here. Maybe you're thinking about having some type of shift within your career, doing something new, doing something more creative, right? Maybe there's something that you feel that it doesn't feel like is aligned with you anymore. It's like, I want out of this because it doesn't feel as good as it used to. Whether this is talking about the relationship above, or this is talking about the space. Okay? You don't want to be in a space of conflict within yourself or external to you here. Okay? Any last messages for Virgo? And I'm going to get you guys some angel cards. So Virgo, this is a pretty intense reading, but all in all, this is a good reading here. It's just that, there are some changes that you need to make. You're in the process of moving on from something that has been very limiting, something very toxic. And babe, you see the reality of a situation now. This is you know what? Accepting something that was very hard, difficult to accept here. King of Wands, and then taking the appropriate action to go after whatever it is that you desire here. after seeing the truth of a situation. King of Swords, guys. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be dealing with one. Is there anybody else here? Oh my gosh, look at that. That's the space that gets you out of being in this King of Swords, using your voice and standing up for yourself is so healing for you, Virgo. Okay? I think it's a time where you need to be very honest with yourself about the boundaries with the people in your environment. Allow yourself to heal and allow yourself to see in a less distorted way here. And I feel like, that's why we're releasing the devil here, because maybe there was somebody or there were several somebodies here that were taking you away from yourself. Maybe this is the energy of you trusting somebody over yourself here. The Hierophant in the reverse. Exactly. This is looking outside of yourself for advice, looking outside of yourself for counsel. The most aligned advice for you is going to be the advice that you receive from your soul and your higher self. Okay. So yeah, and it may be painful to accept this, but this is something that you need to do, because you may feel like, you know what, maybe I built on a lot of faulty foundations. Maybe a lot of what you built is coming crumbling down because it's one of those things where it's not in alignment with you now. It's not part of your truth. Maybe at one time it felt like truth to you, but you're growing, you're evolving, and your needs are changing, and you're building something more stable for yourself. So Virgo, take it easy. Take care of yourself. Let me pull you an angel card here, and we're going to wrap it up, honey. So Spirit, clear, concise advice for my beautiful Virgos. It's like tap into that magician energy, that beautiful energy. I mean, it's so easy for you guys to manifest, but it's not when you got distractions like the devil. Okay? You could, and you know what? Maybe this is not even other people outside of you, babe. This could be you holding yourself back. I am expressive in reverse. We got 27. It says your mind is wide open and you're tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. There's something that you want to express here, whether it be to a person, whether it be to the collective, whether it be, kind of like Leo's reading, where they're expressing a spiritual talent here, or something that they're really naturally gifted at. It's like there's a desire here to express yourself in a more authentic way. And I think the getting away from the devil energies, whatever you determine that in your situation, getting away from those energies is helping you to see more clearly for yourself what it is that you want and what directions you should move into. You've got the number 2. It says you have a great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allows you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. So, this could be getting into therapy and stuff like that. Maybe you're thinking about doing therapy as a career or something here, but it's like people look at you as a mediator. You mediate situations. You bring balance within situations, and maybe you've been feeling unbalanced and really not being able to tap into that gift that you share with other people. But it's time to focus on yourself. It's time to pour into yourself, and it's time to start showing up for the world in the way that you're needing to, okay? In the flow in the reverse, we got 777 here. It says your purpose flows from within you and is everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. And we were just talking about peace earlier. Guys, this is the 777. This is like hitting the jackpot. The jackpot for you, Virgo, is peace. And it's almost like you're going through this process of releasing control surrounding situations. You need to allow yourself to flow with whatever's going on. It's like, don't resist whatever process that you're in. Flow with it so that you can move into a more desirable energy. That's how you access your pot, Virgo. I love you, Virgo, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.